What's going on, guys? I'm Mike Romain. This is Ryan Romain from SuperheroJack.com, the place where fitness meets everything nerd and pop culture. Today we're going to be doing a reaction and a review for Marvel's Endgame official trailer release. Just released about an hour ago. Super hyped. Had to wait for him to wake up and get down here in the non-weirdest way possible. Can you, get closer to me so they could see you? Are you awake?
No.
Alright. I don't care. Because I'm ready for it. Let's get right into it. Let's start this one in 3, 2, 1, go.
God, seems like 1,000 years ago. I fought my way out of that cave. Became Iron Man. Realized I loved you. I know I said no more surprises, but I was really hoping to pull off one last one.
The world has changed. None of us can go back. All we can do is our best. And sometimes the best that we
When I
can
first
do
saw that, I was like, that is so badass.
is to start over.
Especially when he wiped the blade.
It's like Cap with his beard going nomad. Ronin now.
I saw all these people die. I keep telling everybody they should move on. Some do, but not us.
Even if there's a small chance, we owe this to everyone who's not in this room to try.
We will. Whatever it takes.
Why is his hair the most badass part of this trailer?
I don't know.
Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes.
What?
I like this one.
I really thought she was gonna catch it or something. Alright, I'll say this. I was not impressed with 97% of that trailer. The beginning all the way through until you see the new uniforms they have on. I was not impressed by it. It was a lot of flashbacks, it was a lot of stuff we already knew, it was a lot of just compiling things that they weren't really giving us much badassery. Didn't make me laugh. Didn't make me do much. I mean, it's badass because it's the Avengers, and I love everything that's taking place within it. But it's half of it, I was thinking back to the other trailer or what we already know, because it is flashbacks and because they're creating these same things that they've had going on with Tony Stark and Cap. So the majority of it was just leading us into something. They were finally giving us something new. You know what I mean? And then, of course, they give us Captain Marvel because the movie's officially out. We can know a little bit more about that.
Right.
So they give us that at the end. But other than that end sequence, I wasn't that impressed.
I mean, really, we haven't gained anything from this trailer other than the new suits, which could be either huge or just be a very little thing where they just all have suits that they work with. They could be doing something more with those suits. There could be a big purpose to those suits, and we just got to see how they play that out.
Well, in the last trailer, you had the big thing, or it was either the last trailer or the one prior to that, but one of the big things was that Ant-Man is now joining them, and he's banging on the door, and Cap's what the heck's going on? They thought he was dead. At the end of Ant-Man and Wasp, he's trapped, they don't know where Ant-Man is, and now all of a sudden, he's here, he's showing up.
Hi, is anyone home? This is Scott Lang. We met a few years ago at the airport in Germany. I got really big.
Is this an old message?
Ant-Man, I know you know that.
It's the front door.
That's me. Can you buzz me in?
And now at the end of this one, you have those suits, which is kind of leading you to believe that, okay, not only is Ant-Man taking part in this fight, but he's going to be a big part of this fight. And now they have these new suits, which are these quantum suits. Like, are these going to help them in the quantum realm? Is that why they need these new suits? Or is this just another new flashy thing that doesn't specifically help fight, but is just flashy in this new movie? And I would say the way they meticulously put things together, the end of the one trailer being Ant-Man and then the end of this one being the suits, it likely has something to do with one another, whether it's a quantum suit or just helping in some manner in regards to how we finished off with Ant-Man and Wasp.
It's definitely going to be really cool to see.
Another thing that this brought me back to and made me remember is I was just recently watching a video on Brie Larson, and one of the biggest moments in Marvel history that personally affected her, and she talks about the Spider-Man, Tom Holland, like fading away. And she said that, like, that's so cliche, and of course she says that, but that affected her the most. And another one of these celebrities, I forget which one specifically said it, but one of those moments was in, like, Black Widow's origin story. It took place in Iron Man, I believe, when she's breaking out of the chair.
I'm in the middle of an interrogation. This moron is giving me everything.
Like, she's waiting for her moment, and then all of a sudden she could just get out of that chair in any moment and take them all out. Like, every time they give us a little bit more of Black Widow, I want to know more and more about her and her past and stuff. Like, even just her shooting and prepping and getting ready and reloading just brings me into, like, wow, like, this is such a badass character. Like, they give us Hawkeye Ronin now, and, like, we're going to see that character. But, like, these two characters together as, like, just agents are so badass. Like, I hope they don't only give us Hawkeye Ronin, but they also give us more development into Black Widow, which I'm sure they will, because they've been doing it with Cap. They've been doing it with every single character. So I do want to see more of that, where we only get little glimpses, while the other two, we've gotten bigger things. I hope they really push on Black Widow.
Black Widow's always been one of my favorite characters, and I feel like they could do more with her. So yeah, I would agree. That would be awesome to see.
But yeah, overall, for me personally, I would say at first watch, it seemed like minimum 50% of this trailer was just flashbacks, some filtering over the top of it, some just giving us the connection with Cap and Iron Man, like I said, and just repeats of what we already knew. So the big part is obviously the suit, a little bit of Captain Marvel thrown in there, which they had to do regardless of if we knew it was coming or not. They had to give us that, give us some humor with Thor, because they didn't make that connection in the Captain Marvel movie or the end credits. And of course, give us some teaser into the fact that there is going to be this showdown with Thanos. Whether or not they give us this big teaser and they show us a, like, brutal war, they show us Ant-Man running, or they show us Rocket, like, getting ready for battle. They're giving us this teaser that there is a battle taking place. Whether it's 10 seconds or the full trailer, at least we got something. And I guess mainly the purpose of this was, first of all, they know how big this is, so they're really teasing the suit and Captain Marvel being there, right, is what it seems like.
I did like seeing Rocket on War Machine's shoulder.
That stood out for me.
Yeah, that was funny because how much Rocket loves big guns, and now he's with the big guns. He's probably in awe and wants to take every single piece.
I'm curious if you got Winter Soldier's arm.
I highly doubt it.
Yeah, so I'm super excited. I mean, like, regardless, if I ask you your excitement level out of 10, the trailer might not have brought my excitement level up. This trailer, if I just was basing it off of this, would not give me a 10 out of 10, but it is Endgame, so my excitement level for the movie is 10 out of 10. But this trailer, I would give it, like, a 6 or a 7. It didn't do much for me. Like, this wasn't, like, a big thing. I was excited to see it. I saw the new suits. I got what I got from it, but overall, this trailer wasn't that great.
Yeah, basically, Endgame was literally the most hyped movie of this year, and it's the one that I am most hyped for. This trailer didn't really need to come out for me to increase my hype, and it didn't really increase the hype level. Still a 10 out of 10 to see the movie. The trailer didn't increase it at all, and yeah, I'd say the trailer was about a 6 or a 7.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't read anything past this, seeing this trailer for the first time on this video, so I'm curious if you guys have any comments, if you guys read anything about the quantum suits, if they are even that, If you've read anything about the trailer in general, if you know any of the connections between Ant-Man or what's going to take place with this trailer, I am going to go after this and look things up, and I am curious. This did bring about questions, so that's fun. I want to figure things out and try to see what they're doing with it, read some other people's reactions, reviews, and what they think are going to happen. So if you guys have any of that, comment down below, smash the thumbs up button. Thanks for watching, and as always, we'll talk to you later.